When it comes to safeguarding yourself and your loved ones, choosing the right firearm is where it all begins. But before we dive into today's lineup, a big thank you to those who've been backing this channel. You're the reason we keep going strong. I've got a list of 10 firearms that are flying off the shelves across the US right now. Now, let's get into it. Number 8. Canik TP9SF Elite. This Turkish beauty is turning heads in 2025 for all the right reasons. First off, when you pick it up, you'll notice it feels just right. 28.2 ounces unloaded, striking that perfect balance between solid stability and easy carry. The 4.19-inch barrel gives you a bit more sight radius, making those accurate shots easier, while still being compact enough for everyday carry. Canik has built a reputation for outstanding triggers, and this one lives up to the hype. It's smooth, crisp, and breaks at around 4.8 pounds. The reset? Incredibly short. Something you'd expect on pistols twice the price. The polymer frame is thoughtfully designed with textured panels right where your thumb and index finger rest, making your grip natural and secure without even thinking about it. And in the Picatinny rail up front, you've got room for lights or lasers. At just under $400, this pistol is punching way above its weight class. Number 7. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. First off, 13+1 capacity and something that disappears under a t-shirt? That's no small feat. A pistol that weighs just over 20 ounces and stays slimmer than a lot of single stack options we thought were revolutionary 5 years ago. But numbers only tell half the story. What really grabbed me was how that thing feels in hand. The grip texture? Perfect balance, firm enough to stay locked during rapid fire but won't leave your love handles looking like sandpaper got to them. And let's talk about that trigger. Gone is the clunky hinge we all pretended to like. Instead, you get a flat-faced trigger that breaks clean and resets fast, like, did I just double tap without meaning too fast? Number 6. Hellcat Pro. You ever notice how companies love slapping Pro on everything? I've got a laptop Pro, a tablet Pro, and half the time I'm wondering if Pro just means I paid extra for the same thing. But then Springfield drops the Hellcat Pro, and for once, that label actually feels right. When I first picked it up, I wasn't thinking about specs. I was thinking, this just feels right. And just 21 ounces unloaded. It's light enough to carry all day without reminding you it's there. But when you draw it, it's got enough presence to let you know it's ready for business. The 3.7-inch barrel? Perfect sweet spot. Not too snappy, not too bulky. And that 15+1 capacity in something this slim? That's Springfield flexing on the competition. Now, I've always thought the original Hellcat was like that stylish compact car. Cute, efficient, but maybe a little cramped. The Hellcat Pro? That's the upgraded model with leather seats and extra legroom. The grip gives your whole hand a place to sit. No pinky left hanging, and that makes a world of difference when you're managing recoil or going for a quick follow-up shot. The trigger? Smooth take-up, firm wall, clean break. If keeping up with real-world firearm insights and straightforward reviews sounds like your thing, go ahead and subscribe. And let's talk sights. Springfield knows what they're doing here. That bright front sight grabs your focus immediately, while the rear U-notch politely steps aside. Add in the fact that it's optics ready, and you've got flexibility whether you're team red dot or sticking with irons. So yeah, this is one of those rare times where Pro doesn't feel like marketing fluff. It feels like Springfield nailed exactly what a professional-grade concealed carry pistol should be. Number 5. SIG P320 X5 Legion. The X5 Legion isn't your average striker-fired 9mm. This thing comes in at a hefty 43.5 ounces fully loaded, thanks to that tungsten-infused grip module. And trust me, that weight isn't just for show, it seriously tames recoil. SIG really went all out with this competition-ready feature here. You've got a 5-inch bull barrel paired with a precision-fitted slide. No need to run to a gunsmith for upgrades. The Dawson precision adjustable sights are sharp, and those slide cuts? Not just for aesthetics, they shave off a bit of weight up top. Now, let's get to one of my favorite parts, the the trigger. It's skeletonized, breaks clean at about 3.8 pounds, and has almost no take-up with the reset so short it'll make you double-check if you actually released it. It's not quite on par with high-end 2011 triggers, but for a pistol in this price range, around $900, it's impressive. Speaking of price, that's where the Legion shines. You're getting a competition tier pistol without dropping $3K or more like you would on an Atlas or a custom CZ. It even comes with an extended magwell and 4 17-round magazines, at least mine did. Reliability-wise, you can push about 1,000 rounds through it. 0 malfunctions. Combine that with KS Gun Guy's rounds and we're talking roughly 2,000 rounds without a hiccup. That's solid. Accuracy? Inside 50 yards. It's a laser. Number 4. SFX9. Weighing in just under 30 ounces unloaded, every bit of this handgun screams precision. The 4.25-inch barrel is classic Wilson combat craftsmanship. Match-grade accuracy straight out of the box, no tuning needed. The real charm of the SFX9 lies in its build quality and attention to detail. The frame is milled from T670/75 aluminum and dressed up with Wilson's signature X-Tac pattern. It's not overly aggressive, but it grips like it knows what it's doing. Rain, sweat, whatever you throw at it. This thing snaps at 3.5 pounds with a clean break and a reset so short you'll wonder if you imagined it. It's like cracking fine glass. Once you feel it, you'll never settle for less. For those of you familiar with the old EDC X9 series, think of the SFX9 as its refined cousin. Gone is the traditional 2011 setup with separate grip and frame components. Instead, you get a solid aluminum frame paired with a sleek steel slide. No polymer nonsense here, just pure metal where it counts. And yes, reliability is top tier. I ran 1,000 rounds through this beauty, mixed ammo and all, and it didn't flinch, except when I fed it some weak, remanufactured 115 grain loads. Otherwise, flawless. As for accuracy, let's just say ringing still at 50 yards was almost too easy. Wilson guarantees 2-inch groups at that distance, and while most of us mortals won't hit that benchmark, the gun's potential is undeniable. Less fuss, more control, and you're looking at anywhere between $2,500 to $3,000 depending on your customizations. So, is it for you? Only you can answer that in the comment section down below. Number 3. HK VP9 Match. At just under 28 ounces unloaded, the VP9 Match OR strikes that sweet spot, light enough to carry, but heavy enough to handle recoil like a champ. But let's be honest, it's that 5-inch cold hammer forged barrel that really steals the show. We're talking match-grade precision straight out of the box, no fancy upgrades needed. I've handled custom pistols that don't hold a candle to what this barrel delivers. Now, HK wasn't content with just slapping on an optics-ready label like everyone else. They introduced a quick-release mounting system that actually holds up. No more worrying if your optic is going to bail on you mid-competition. Right from the factory, you can dial it in anywhere between 3.8 to 5.4 pounds. Smooth, crisp, and reliable. Exactly what you'd expect when HK puts their name on something. HK also listened to feedback. Remember when folks grumbled about the old 15-round mags? Well, they stepped up. The VP9 now ships with flush-fit 17-round magazines, keeping pace with modern standards without altering that comfortable grip we all love. Number 2. Staccato P. If you're after a pistol that's insanely accurate, ridiculously reliable, and built for serious use, whether that's home defense, duty carry, or even concealed carry, if you're bold, the Staccato P is the answer. Now let's be clear, this isn't your lightweight polymer striker-fired pistol. At 32 ounces unloaded, the Staccato P carries some heft. But that extra weight, it's doing serious work. Thanks to a 4.4-inch bull barrel and a bushingless design, this thing delivers precision that'll make you rethink what a production pistol can do. One of the biggest wins here is reliability. Historically, 2011 platforms caught flack for being a bit picky, but after running over 5,000 rounds, from premium duty ammo to the cheapest range fodder, the Staccato P proves it can hang with and even outperform your typical striker-fired options. A lot of that comes down to their proprietary internal coatings, which practically eliminate the need for obsessive maintenance routines older 2011 owners know too well. Breaking it down, you've got a steel slide, a steel frame, and a polymer grip, each part swappable if you're the type who loves customization. The double stack mags gives you 17 or 20 rounds depending on the setup, so capacity isn't an issue. Sure, it's heavier than your Glock 17 or Walther PDP, but that weight translates into buttery smooth recoil control. The balance, especially when loaded, feels just right, making fast follow-up shots almost effortless. And speaking of speed, that crisp 3.5 to 4 pound trigger with a short reset is where this pistol really flexes. It's built for accuracy under pressure, whether you're at the range or in a real-world scenario. Optic-ready versions, known as the Duo, come with co-witness sights and a versatile plate system that accommodates popular red dots like the RMR or Delta Point. Durability? Let's just say accidental drops didn't phase it. The price tag isn't for the faint-hearted, around $2,000 to $2,400 for the pistol alone, and magazines will set you back $50 to $100 each, so yeah, it's an investment. Number 1. CZ P-10C. At 26 ounces unloaded, it strikes that perfect middle ground between a duty gun and a concealed carry piece. With its 4-inch barrel and 15-round magazine, it's clearly aiming at the same crowd that swears by the Glock 19. But trust me, the similarities stop there. People joke that the best Glock 19 you can buy isn't a Glock, it's a CZ P-10C. Both pistols are polymer framed, striker fired, and lack manual safeties, but CZ went the extra mile where it counts. Glock owners often run to custom shops to get their grips stippled for better control. CZ? They give you that aggressive stay-planted grip straight out of the box. It's like shaking hands with someone who doesn't know their strength, firm but reassuring. The P-10C gives you a smooth take-up, crisp break, and a reset that you can actually feel and hear. It's the kind of trigger that makes you wonder why you ever tolerated anything less. Sure, CZ borrowed the concept from Glock, but they refined it. They looked at every aftermarket mod Glock users were paying extra for and built them into the P-10C from day one. Modern pistols like the CZ P-10C and SIG P320 Macro offer more out of the box, often at a better price. For $500 to $600, I'm not settling for good enough. I'm going for value.